Sup? I want to talk to you today about my brother. After not even a year after I was born, my mother got pregnant again and she had an abortion. Now the reason here don't really matter because you can blame it on a lot of stuff. You can blame it on her because she didn't keep track of her fertility. You can blame it on him because he didn't pull out. You can blame it on the doctor because he was the one who did. You can blame it on the instrument. You can blame it on somebody who invented the method. You can blame it on me because I was born, too early, or I don't know. You can blame it on a lot of external factors, and the issue itself is more complicated than a lot of shit. But the main reason I would say it's money, sadly. But that doesn't matter anyway. Thing is that usually when you're in a bad situation, if you have somebody with you, it kind of makes it better. And if you watch my previous video, you know I was kind of in a bad situation. But if I had somebody growing up with, I could have shared with him. And this is kind of good for me, but in selfish too, because why would you want to put another person through the same shit you're in? No. But it's good because sharing is almost, if not completely, always good. Just unloading yourself of your burdens. And with somebody, with a brother, you pretty much have the same start. Your parents at home, it's pretty much the same start. Not like you have to go to a total stranger and try to make him understand where you're coming from so he can better understand. With a brother, sister, she already knows pretty much where you're coming from. And as I said in my first video, it's we are what happened to us. So everything that happened to us is who we are. And because with his brother you would have the same start, you'd have a lot of common things with him. That's why you could say that not only is he your brother, but he knows you more personally than anybody else could. And let me just give you an example. When you grow up, when you're little, right? If you play with Lego, maybe one day you will want to become an architect or something. Yeah, I play with Lego and I like building stuff. I even thought about becoming an architect, but yeah, didn't happen, I guess. Or let's say, if your father drinks, you tend to not like alcohol. Or I don't know, if you're a chick and you play with dolls with a lot of toys and accessories, when you grow up, you're gonna have 100 outfits or something. So what happens to you when you're little matters because it's gonna define who you are when you grow up. And if you have your brother with you, if you have a brother, it's gonna change stuff. Because if I had a brother, I might have not been the guy who I am today. And although I really wish I had a brother or a sister, on the other side, on the other hand, I wish I couldn't. I'm happy with who I am, and I don't wish to be a completely different person. Like having someone would completely change the outcome of who you are next to you. And because of that, I think it's important to share. It's not good to bottle up your shit because you might just explode. And that's pretty much the point of these videos right now, because I want to talk about this shit, but I don't know who to talk about this shit. I thought about going to a shrink, but they're expensive and I have to really test him out before I can tell him this crap. Because he might be just a moron. Just because he has a diploma doesn't mean he's really qualified to help me. And my friends, I don't know who'd want to hear this shit because it might be intense for some of them. It might be like whatever for some of them, and some of them might feel uncomfortable or just not want to hear about it because I don't know they have their own shit. So I'm putting this here, and whoever wants to hear it can hear it. If you want to talk about it, we can. I got no problem with that. If you want to just pretend you didn't see it, that's cool too, you know. I'm just saying it and I'm putting it out there, and that's the whole point of it. So that's pretty much it, I guess. My brother. See ya.